Hey guys, just got a new light bulb for my room, so a little bit brighter in here now, so I thought I'd just do a little update video. I'm just going to go through and do all of my masks pretty much. So we'll start at the corner here. At the top there we've got me Craig, All Hope Is Gone. It was made by me. Still needs more nails added to it, but I haven't done it yet. We've got the Dynamo Jester. It's converted by Corey Palmer. I'll try and sort of be quick because I've got a fair few masks. We've got a self-titled Craig. Early version self-titled with the strobe light on top. And the strobe light actually works if I can turn it on. You can adjust the settings on it and stuff to make it go faster or slower. It goes faster than that, but I'm not going to fuck around with it because it's a pain in the ass to get to. But anyway, that's that one. And then I've got my late self-titled Craig, the weathered version. And the only difference between both is one's missing the nose cup. This one here doesn't have a nose cup for it. So if you can, if you know where I can get one for cheap, let me know. Or if you have one that you want to sell, let me know, or trade. Next up is my Craig Ball mask. It's a Jeremy Ball mask. As far as I know, I think it's supposed to be maybe a volume 3/Iowa. You went for that sort of look. Yep. Next up, got my Joey, All Hope Is Gone, with the crown of thorns. You actually can't really see the crown of thorns real well on the camera. So I might just take it down and show you a better look. The full crown of thorns for the Joey mask. Next up is my Ghost Guy replica. I'll take him down too because he's actually quite nice. The mask was actually made by Stephen Bristow, painted and converted by me, and the dreadlocks were made by Taito Measure on Facebook. It's quite an accurate conversion as far as I'm concerned, and it turned out really well. Next up is my Iowa Corey. Not really a big fan of this mask, only because it's so big, but the overall sculpt isn't too bad. I've actually repainted it myself and added stitching in the back, leather stitching, and also in the face I've added the leather stitching like his. I was actually considering repainting it again, see if I can get it looking a little bit better now that my painting skills have gotten a bit better. Next up is Mick, All Hope Is Gone. Painted and strapped by me. It's actually a recast of a fiberglass Mick. Alrighty, and next up we have the Sid Volume 3 skull. This one is actually made like exactly the same as the one he wore at Sydney Big Day Out, which is where I'm from pretty much, or close to Sydney, Australia. But yeah, that was the replica made by Tyler Holiday and painted by Tyler. Next up we have the Sid All Hope Is Gone that I showed in my last video. was made by William Brolt on Facebook and painted and strapped by myself with leather straps and eyelets and such. Next up is my Sid Wilson BCD, strapped by me. It's actually on an old zombie head. I'm only missing the two, the snapshot buckles on the back there to finish it off. I just haven't bothered getting those yet. Okay, next up we've got our S3. Sid actually only wore this in a signing apparently. There's only one photo that I've ever seen of him wearing this mask, and it's exactly the same. Thinking about selling that one if anyone's interested. I can't really see it really well from here. Take it off there. But yeah, that's that one there. 3S, sorry, not S3. But yep, PM me an offer. Keep in mind I am in Australia, so it will cost around $20 for me to send it outside of Australia. This one is the Tim Clark Lyre. Tim Clark on eBay, that is, sorry. I've just actually repainted it myself. It's not too bad, it's more of a All Hope Is Gone replica. Next up, I've got this lyre from Brandon Perot. I've pulled it apart and tried to make it look somewhat a little bit better, but I haven't finished that one yet. Still got to add the zipper to it, and obviously these rivets aren't the right size rivets. I just done it for the hell of it. I figured the mask was screwed anyway, so I just figured I'd play with it and fucking maybe sell it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll only sell it cheap. Just got to also keep in mind postage cost. Next up, the female All Hope Is Gone clown. I cut the teeth out of it and sort of modified it and made it custom. I like it. I don't really care what anyone else thinks. I've just done that for fun because I could. Then I've got the clear version with the tape around the sides. And I have the black version. I've sort of kept mine a little bit sort of see-through, like Clown's one was. And then next up we've got the Mick Thompson self-titled replica. I'll take it off the thing and have a look. It's actually a pretty good replica. It was made by Brandon Perot on Facebook. Next up, the Volume 3 Jim. Bought that blank from Corey Palmer. And I painted it and added the zipper and rivets and whatnot. And behind that we got Paul Gray, self-titled. It's not completely strapped yet or finished. If the guys on Facebook are watching this is why I wanted a converted pig, a nice one, because this one's not quite finished being converted and I really don't have the time or the energy to do it. I will one day, but I just want one that I can have on a head that's not gonna be a fuck around. I can have it just ready to go, add to my collection, done. And yeah, I got my self-titled, actually no, it's a 2011 suit from the 2011 tour. But yeah, I actually asked for the self-titled and they sent me this one, but the only difference is the number around the wrong way and the S. Same with the Corey one. The Corey one's the full self-titled. That's the right way of having it. This is just a shitty licensed. All hope is gone. My girlfriend bought that one for me actually. Then I've got the 2011 black Iowa style suit, clown's number. This one's actually made by Knot Suits before he stopped making them, and that's like super heavy duty. If you've got a suit that you're interested in trading, let me know. That one's size 50, so it's really big and baggy. It fits me really well. These two are size 46 and they fit me snug, so if I was going to trade any suits, it would have to be over a size 46 or around size 46. Anyway, next up, got the TTE that I was working on. This one is thick as shit and it supports the nails, not a problem. The paint job I'm not happy with. It still does look okay, but I'm not completely happy with the paint job, and I'm probably going to try and tweak it a little bit and make it a little better. But yeah, this thing's fucking solid as a dildo. Like, I'm squeezing really hard there to get that nose. Like, it's solid. Next up, we've got the 2011 clown, the one with the long hair. I still haven't finished that one, still working on it. Oh, not really working on it, haven't touched it since fuck knows when. This one was the one I had on eBay that nobody bid on, or somebody did bid and fucked me around, so I just decided to keep it because nobody else was interested. My WG, it's original still. I left it as it is because Clown's actually signed this one. I met Clown in Sydney at Corey's book signing. He just happened to be at the book signing with Corey, and I just happened to have the clown mask with me, so I got him to sign it for me. But yeah, I haven't really touched that. That's still as it was when I got it. It's a little bit sort of worn in spots from where I wore it at Soundwave and carried it around and stuff like that, but that was obviously before I got it signed. This one's my converted clown, made to look like his late self-titled version. I actually converted that myself. All the cuts are actually real. I didn't just stitch, I've actually cut along these lines where the stitching is, make it more authentic. All that's been cut as well and re-stitched. I've even tweaked the eye a little bit and tried to twist it a little tiny bit like Clown's has. I could probably still add some purple paint on the eyebrows now that I think of it. But yeah, the hair's done by me, all dreadlocked by me. Next up's the Grammy Clown, painted by me. Turned out rather well, I think. And next up is the official All Hope Is Gone clown. Also, my girlfriend bought that one for me as well. Next after that is the Volume 3 clown, Bloody Clown. This one's just an official one as well, and I converted it in a sense and just wrapped the bandages around and added the blood. This one is the Iowa Clown made by Tyler Holiday on Facebook, aka Mullet Man on here. This thing's fucking incredible, still one of my favourite masks of all time. The detail on the paint job's fucking amazing. Full credit to Tyler, he did fucking awesome on that. People complain that the nose is a little small, but I think it's fucking perfect. I can't fault it at all. Alrighty, that's that side of the room done. If we go over this side, you've probably seen these in my other videos. It's a little bit darker over this side of the room, but it's my Chad Grey mask, mud vein mask. My Jeffrey Nothing stage used Beautiful Stories for Ugly Children mask. I've got the red X-Face. It's not an actual original X-Face mask. It's just a replica, but I think it's one of the old school replicas. They're actually still pretty good. That one's still a work in progress. I was going to paint the whole thing white and then do these X's black again, like redo it how it was originally, but I still haven't really decided yet. I'm considering making a custom one. Next up is the Liquid Matter X-Face. That one's actually signed by Jeffrey and Skinny on the top. Not going to go into detail because this fucking video's been going forever as it is. Next up is the Liquid Matter Stitch style mask. I added the headphones and the wire and stuff. That one's for sale. If you're interested, let me know. Custom female. Still haven't really finished that one yet. I'm just fucking around with them. Another one of those recasts. This one is based on the Volume 3 version. A little bit darker. It wasn't quite as silver. After that, we've got the Clown's Death Mask. Oh, that was made by Mike Covert on Facebook. It's like the Vermilion masks we used on the live version on MTV or whatever the hell it was. After that, we've got the Silver Jester. Still needs to be strapped. I just haven't had the time to do it. Next up is my Volume 3 Corey that I sculpted and made out of the polyfoam. You can see it's really soft and squishy and flexible. And this one's actually moulded to my face, so I could, when I put it on, it fits my face perfect. But that still needs to be strapped as well. This one's another custom female. Put the staples in and let them rust, and added some of the rust powder around the outside of it. And I strapped it like one of the jesters, just for a laugh. It actually doesn't strap all the way around. I'm just going to add a little elastic string to that. Next up, we got the Berserker mask, which is the singer Luke's mask. I've painted that and made the teeth for it. I've cut the holes in the head. I accidentally fucking ripped under the neck, so it's cut a little bit shorter than it should be. A little bit disappointed about that, but what can you do? Next up, we've got the Dom Post Rob Zombie mask. Found that for cheap on eBay, and it was actually here in Australia too, so I didn't have to mess around waiting for it to get sent out. Next up, we've got the Berserker Sam's mask, the bass player. I repainted it. It was the pinkish colour. You probably see it in my other videos that I posted. Next up, after that, we've got the TTE replica. It was the no face replica. It was only actually a half mask, and Brandon Perot actually got the back half of another mask and attached it to it, and joined the seam, and yeah, this is what we get result. The mask was actually a brown, dirty brown poo colour, and I repainted it like that. So that one's actually for sale too. Hit me up. Keep in mind though, postage, $20 is roughly the estimate for postage on anything coming out of Australia to the US or anywhere else around the world. So make me an offer and add $20 to that. This lyre is the one I had in my last video that I was converting myself. I just recently finished doing the weathering on it. A second. Let me drop it. But my first go at a lyre conversion, and I think it actually turned out rather well. I'm pretty happy with it. All strapped by me, all converted 100%. Stitching, rivets, all of that stuff. I've actually reinforced where all the rivets are with more leather on the back, just so it'll last a bit longer. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Also, this one here is the Mayhem Clown, made by Mark Sist, Velojos. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but yep, that's the guy. That one's actually going to be for sale as well. If you're interested, let me know. Possibly. Then I've got the Paul Iowa, and this one is the grilled version. I actually haven't strapped it yet. And that piece of shit there is just it's basically just a death mask of my face that I made. I was thinking about making like a Jeffrey Nothing style Leatherface one out of it. But yeah, that's just something I was playing with. Then all these masks on the ground here are for sale as well. Let me know if you're interested. The Mick one is just a real soft leather that I had. I just made that for the hell of it. But it actually didn't turn out too bad. Like, I'm not looking for a great deal for any of this stuff on the ground here. That one's one of the All Hope Is Gone ones that I've casted. It's not real thick, but if you know what you're doing with masks and stuff like that and you play around with them, you can probably do something with it. You can probably get some, maybe some bandages or some gauze and add some latex on that and put it on the inside and make it a little bit thicker and add the nails or whatever. But make me an offer, I'm willing to even do a little deal out of any of these. This one's a resin Joey mask. It's just a little bit out of shape because this resin that I used to begin with isn't really the best resin for masks, because when it actually heats up and cools down it loses its shape a little bit. So if you live in, say, a cold area, you should be fine. Like, you put it on a head and it'll keep its shape. This one's another one of the foam cories that I made. I just did like a base coat of yellow because I was going to make it that mustardy coloured one, but I just haven't got around to it, and I just figured, fuck it, I'm going to sell it. That's another one of the recasts. It's not super thick, it's just a standard thickness. Yeah, same with that, make me an offer. That one's a piece of shit. That one I'm actually considering keeping to do up myself, but if you're interested, let me know. It's actually got a little tiny bit of a fault there in the corner. The mask didn't actually quite fill with the foam right there, but that's not a real big deal. It turned out fucking probably the best one out of a lot of them, to be honest. This piece of shit, I'm not even going to bother offering that for sale because it's starting to rot, and I just thought I'd throw it in the video. This was the first cast I did of the TTE clown. It's not super thin, but it's like say store-bought mask thin. you could probably possibly get somebody to repaint it, or maybe do the same idea that I was mentioning with the Craig mask, thicken it up a bit just along the top and put the bolts in. Sorry. Then I've got the Cuddles mask that is for sale as well. It's one of the newer versions. Don't want a great deal for it. Say $50 shipped. Let me know if you're interested. And this is a West German recast, painted black and silver, like a greyish silver. Yeah, not looking for much for that either. $10, $15, I don't know. Make me an offer. Also, I got this one here, but this is actually already sold. I'm going to send this out Tuesday. Just thought I'd chuck it in the video so Tone can have a look at it. But yeah, that's the Sid mask, Tony, on Facebook if you actually watch this video. That'll be coming your way Tuesday after the public holiday, bro. And last but not least, I'm going to throw this into the video as well. This is my new sculpt I'm doing. It is the Paul Volume 3. Corey Palmer, if you're watching this, this is what I've done so far. And as much as that looks like it's all little dimples in that, it's actually all dirt. Because I get home from work at about 11 o'clock and sometimes I don't wash my hands, I just start sculpting. But yeah, that's just a basic look at it so far. I'll be making those and selling those soon. I don't think I'm going to go too much more into detail on it because I fucking end up stuffing it up more and more. I don't think I'm going to get it any better than what I've got it at the moment. And that was my other little score that I got on eBay not long ago, slipknot scarf. Thought I'd throw that in the video as well, because I'd never seen one before. Anyway, that's about it for the update video. Take it easy, and yeah, I'm surprised you actually watched this whole fucking video.